On the journey of sports rehabilitation, patients often face a long and agonizing process. Traditional rehabilitation methods are rather monotonous, dampening patients' enthusiasm in their recovery journey. Moreover, they lack scientific quantitative assessments, which is unfavorable for promptly adjusting the plan to achieve efficient recovery. Patients are going through such a tough time during rehabilitation, we can't help but wonder, are there any cutting-edge solutions to break this predicament? Today, we are honored to have invited rehabilitation medicine experts. Let's call them Dr. A, Dr. B, and Dr. C. They have made great contributions in the field of major diseases. Regarding the difficulties patients face during rehabilitation, could you please share some ways to alleviate or solve them?
Currently, we've discovered that VR technology holds great potential in promoting the recovery of sensory-motor functions and can effectively relieve patients' pain.
This is truly exciting. VR is such a novel technology. Could you please elaborate on how VR technology is specifically applied in the actual rehabilitation treatment process? For example, are there any typical cases or scenarios that can help us better understand its function?
For patients with only simple rehabilitation training needs, for instance, they can use the Nintendo commercial game platform, and the most famous one is the Switch. It combines exercise and games very well. When a patient is playing Ring Fit Adventure, they will be immersed in the game's adventure plot and unconsciously complete a series of limb movements, such as stretching, bending, and twisting. These movements are extremely beneficial for restoring body coordination, flexibility, and muscle strength. So, for patients with low requirements for the precision of rehabilitation training, this method is both fun and safe.
It's truly fascinating. This way of using game platforms for rehabilitation training has brought new experiences and hopes to patients with simple rehabilitation needs. However, we also know that in the rehabilitation field, many patients face more complex movement training challenges. For them, what VR technology applications can play a role? Could the experts explain in more details?
Sure, for example, there is a virtual reality system called immersive rehab, which focuses on neurological rehabilitation. For patients with stroke, muscle atrophy, or spinal cord injury, they have problems with limb mobility and balance, so they need customized exercise plans to recover. I had patients who needed remote treatment to regain upper limb movement ability. Immersive rehab provided him with a vivid virtual medical scenario remotely. He was in the same vertical space as our old doctor, following the doctor's instruction to perform movements. Moreover, the system used advanced sensor technology to accurately monitor the posture of each of the patient's movements, such as whether the range of the motion of the arm meets the requirements.
I see. It sounds very interesting and can effectively alleviate the boredom in the patient's recovery process.
Besides being interesting, immersive rehab can achieve highly customized treatment plan according to the patient's condition and movement ability. For patients with very impaired upper limb motor function after a stroke, it can design training for contact with different difficulty levels and various movement combinations based on multiple dimensions such as upper limb strength, joint range of motion, and coordination, meeting the specific needs of patients at different rehabilitation stages, which is rather difficult for traditional rehabilitation training to achieve.
Indeed, it sounds like the immersive rehab system has unique advantages and remarkable results in complex movement training in the field of neurological rehabilitation. In the field of rehabilitation treatment, The number of patients undergoing neurological rehabilitation is quite large. However, I also know that the number of patients recovering from orthopedic surgeries is equally huge. In the field of orthopedic surgery recovery, what VR technology applications can help patients recover?
In the field of orthopedic recovery, we often use the Gentronic system. Gentronic is equipped with extremely precise motion capture technology, which is one of its highlights. Take this patient who needs to restore motor function as an example. She can use the simulated football game in Gentronic to recover, and she needs to complete progressively more difficult like exercise tasks, such as kicking a sufficient number of football into the goal. The motion capture device on the patient's leg can accurately track detailed data such as the force points on the joints, the flexion and extension speeds, and the coordinate muscle movements around the joints. For example, when the patient makes a simulated kinetic motion, if the joint is unevenly stressed or the flexion and extension speed is too fast, the system will not only give an immediate voice prompt but also display the correct moment, force sequence, and joint movement trajectory in the form of an animated demonstration on the virtual enforce, helping the patient gradually restore the normal function of the knee joint and the muscle coordination.
Since they all have unique advantages, there must be some shortcomings. Could you please tell us about the possible disadvantages or challenges that virtual platforms may face in rehabilitation applications?
Okay, host. For the Gentronic system, although it has high motion capture precision, the equipment cost is relatively high, which may limit the use of some small rehabilitation institutions. Looking at the immersive rehab system, the sensor technology it relies on for the immersive virtual environment is easily affected by external interference. For example, factors such as the surrounding magnetic field and the strong light can affect the accuracy of the sensors, so affecting the accuracy of monitoring the patient's movement posture. And the Nintendo has issues like limited game selection, insufficient trailing precision, and limited battery life.
Thank you for your detailed answers, which have given us a comprehensive understanding of the advantages and disadvantages of these virtual rehabilitation platforms. Although they currently have some deficiencies, it's undeniable that VR technology has shown great potential in the rehabilitation field. So, in your opinion, with the continuous progress of technology, in which directions will virtual rehabilitation platforms develop in the future?
Undoubtedly, these virtual rehabilitation platforms have many promising development directions. First, in terms of technology integration, VR technology will be more deeply combined with artificial intelligence. For example, AI can quickly analyze the massive patient movement data captured by Gentronics. It can not only evaluate the patient's rehabilitation status more accurately, but also automatically adjust the personalized training plan for the patient and even predict possible problems in the rehabilitation process and give countermeasures in advance.
Thank you very much to the experts for painting such an inspiring future blueprint for us, allowing us to truly feel the infinite potential and broad prospects of VR rehabilitation technology. Today's in-depth discussion with the experts has given us a thorough understanding of the applications of VR technology in the rehabilitation field. From the Nintendo Switch bringing fun training to patients with simple rehabilitation needs, to immersive rehab's complex movement training focusing on neurological rehabilitation, and then to the unique advantages of Gentronics in orthopedic surgery recovery. We've seen the new vitality that VR technology has injected into rehabilitation medicine, as well as its existing deficiencies and challenges. And the outlook for the future has made us full of anticipation. We believe that with the continuous innovation and development of technology, VR rehabilitation will surely play a more important role in improving rehabilitation effects and the quality of life of patients, lighting up the hope for more friends in need of rehabilitation treatment. Thank you to the experts for their wonderful sharing. That's all for today's discussion, and thank you all for participating.